Kilo Bravo 3 Bravo Bravo. I've been following along and trying to make things easier by kind of presetting things the way I hope you will instruct me, but I may be a little bit off. I'm mainly looking...
All right, I was just switching receivers there. Come back, if you would, and just let me hear you for a second or two, see if I've got you on my local antenna.
Okay, very good, Jim. The name here is Bob, by the way. Okay, very good, Jim. The name here is Bob, by the way, Bravo Oscar Bravo. I'm in Yardley, Pennsylvania, and I hope I've given you enough chatter here for you to see whether the local antenna will work or not.
Roger that. And what's the name there?
Roger that. And what's the name there?
The name is Bob, Bravo, Oscar, Bravo.
Roger, Bob. And what radio are you running?
Roger, Bob. And what radio are you running?
I'm running the ICOM 7300. I've had it for about 4 months, and I think I'm pretty familiar with the menu, so hopefully I won't get snagged with that. And I think I've adjusted it pretty much as you've instructed others, but maybe with this radio it's a little different and with my voice and the way I'm operating, so I look to you for guidance. Over to you.
Yes, sir. Dynamic range looks really good. Looks about 3 dB, so I'm assuming your compressor's on and at a 3, and you have engaged your mic to adjust your AOC for mid-scale to 2/3. Is that a Roger?
Mic to adjust your AOC for mid-scale to 2/3. Is that a Roger?
That's exactly right, Jim. I followed those instructions, and that's exactly where I am. And I'm at the 100 to 2900, the compressor plus 3. I've adjusted the mic, and I'm looking at the ALC, and it seems to be peaking at about the 2/3 point. Occasionally, it bounces, toward the 80-90% point, but that seems to be infrequent.
Roger, Roger, Bob. So I'm assuming you are running the supplied hand mic. The best way to run that is pull it towards the corner of your lips and talk across it. Actually, touch the corner of your lips and talk across that microphone. Roger?
Actually, touch the corner of your lips and talk across that microphone. Roger?
Roger, Roger. I'm doing that now, and that's a hard thing to get used to, but I will try to be disciplined about that.
Yes, sir, because that just minimizes all of the mouth noises, plosives, and all that stuff. Does almost as good as a phone windscreen, but you must be consistent about that. Now, let's go to your EQ page, if you will.
Now, let's go to your EQ page, if you will.
Okay, bringing that up on the menu here. Let's see, set, tone control, transmit, SSB. Okay, I'm on the, it's just bass and treble on this radio.
Roger, and what's your treble EQ setting at right at the moment?
And treble is at plus 3 and bass is at 0.
I'm sorry, we doubled. What's your treble EQ setting at the moment?
And treble is at plus 3 and bass is currently set at 0.
We doubled. So repeat again, what is your treble EQ setting at the moment?
Repeat again, what is your treble EQ setting at the moment?
Yes, I'm sorry. The treble is set at plus 3, and the bass is set at 0.
Okay, one more click on the treble EQ, plus 1 click additional treble EQ boost. Roger?
Plus 1 click additional treble EQ boost. Roger?
Okay, I've done that. The treble is now at plus 4, and I slipped a bit there. With my mouth. I need to get used to holding the mic in this fashion.
Yes, sir. Well, you'll get used to it. And that, like I say, that is the best way. Because if you work directly into that hand mic, it is an electret condenser mic, and it'll pick up all kinds of mouth noise and garbage. So the best way is back towards the corner of your lips and just work across it. All right, so we have our treble EQ set. Let's go to the bass EQ. I want you to advance the bass EQ 2 clicks, push, bass EQ, and let me hear that.
The bass EQ 2 clicks, push, bass EQ, and let me hear that.
Okay, I've advanced the bass to plus 2. The bass is now plus 2, and the treble is plus 4.
Okay, I think that's going to be okay. I was still hearing some plosives, so maybe you need to pull that mic just a little bit further back towards the corner of your lips. Just a little bit more, Roger.
A little bit further back towards the corner of your lips. Just a little bit more, Roger.
Roger, Roger. Okay, there we go. Hopefully I won't do that too much. But okay, so I have the bass and the treble as you recommend, and let's see how this works.
Oh, it just sounds beautiful. Give me something. Do you happen to have a radio story you could share with us?
Do you happen to have a radio story you could share with us?
A radio story I could share. Well, something funny happened coming back to the hobby after 40 years, after 40 years away from the hobby. It's a new hobby, of course, and so one of the first things I tried was, what is this FT8 thing? And I knew an old friend of mine who lived on Long Island, as I did. He moved to Florida, and he got a new, a vanity call sign, and I got a vanity call sign now because I'm in Pennsylvania. I used to be a 2, and now I'm a 3. But he didn't know what my new call sign was. Well, I spied him on 40 meters, FT8. There he was. It's Mark. So I went after him on FT8, and I realized with that mode, there was no way for me to tell him that it was me coming back to him. So we completed a contact, and he had no idea that he had contacted his old friend, and I had no way to tell him until some days later when he finally read his email.
Oh, right, yes. That is interesting. Well, I would have thought maybe you could have given him a landline or something, but, that's one of the things about that type of communications. It doesn't allow for, to, I guess, transfer that information simultaneously, Roger?
I guess transfer that information simultaneously, Roger.
Roger, Roger. Well, I did not know his landline number, and I tried to look it up, and was unsuccessful. So, but this is still a great hobby, and it's nice to be back on after the 40-year hiatus. Jim, thank you so much for what you do. You really do a wonderful service, and it's a wonderful thing. Thank you so much.
Roger, Roger. Bob, we're looking at my audioscope. You are from one end to the other. Your curve is just absolutely beautiful. Get the Gorilla Tape and taper down, sir.
Just absolutely beautiful. Get the Gorilla Tape and taper down, sir.
Will do, will do. Thank you so much. Main thing is controlling my own discipline of where to hold the microphone and to control, keep the volume of my voice pretty similar to what I'm doing right now. Takes a little bit of discipline. I'm certainly not a professional. So thank you so much, Jim.
Roger, Roger. Bob, you might keep your ALC meter out and just look at that. That's your Bible for that radio. So just keep the ALC meter going, and as you speak, look at the ALC meter, and by way of your voice control, try to keep that ALC meter right in the middle of the sweet spot, Roger.
Try to keep that ALC meter right in the middle of the sweet spot, Roger.
Roger, Roger, Jim. I'm doing that, and it's going a little high. Maybe I'll back off just a bit. There we go. Okay, that looks good. Thank you so much once again. KC9VKV. This is KB3BB.
Roger, Roger, Bob, 73. Sir, have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend, and to hear your beautiful audio, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook, that will take you directly to this recording. We'll have it, it'll be number 1 in a list of 2,000 Qso-Vlogs, and it will be posted by noon tomorrow. So 73, Bob, and we'll catch you later. If you get a chance, join us next Friday. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog Net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
Qso-Vlog Net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.